Okay, folks, yeah, we do grow certain types of palm trees on our island here in the North Pacific. We're on the Southern Gulf Islands off the extreme southwest coast of British Columbia. And like I say, certain types of palm, certain species of palm trees do grow here only because our winters aren't cold enough to bother them. And this particular variety is called a Chinese windmill palm tree, native to higher elevations of China. And there's some pretty old ones on our island. I know the oldest ones were planted back in the mid-1960s and in the late 1960s, and they are still growing here on our island. This one here is a male blooming, and there's another male coming into bloom over here. This one's in more shade, and they get the flower spats come out, and the pollen drops onto the female flowers. The female flower pods come out a little bit later. They open up. That's a female going to open up there. And actually, because it's in partial shade, we do actually have other females in bloom. We have a lot of palm trees on our property here and some older ones. The oldest one I planted about 40 years ago. So right there, you can see that's a female. And they do self-seed here. They grow about 40 feet of trunk on them in this climate. And lots of subtropical-like plants do grow on our island. And like I say, our winters are wet and not white. We can get snow, but it never lasts long. But it's the extreme minimum temperatures. That's what's most important when you're growing things like this. We don't have prolonged cold, and we don't get extreme cold. So these guys will flourish here, these beautiful palm trees. And it looks like it will miss the 3-element Yagi beam. Unless these ones get too tall, and I'd hate to cut them down if they ever got too tall. You know what, I wouldn't cut them down. I'd actually move the beam antenna. I would not cut any of these palm trees down. But anyway, we have a lot of palm trees on this property, and that's the radio shack there, the little shake building. And this is a palm grove right here, right when you step off our deck, our back sun deck. We got lots of palm trees here, and it kind of does give you a tropical feel, even though we're not tropical. We are temperate climate here out in the Pacific. And Gulf Islands, North Pacific. It's about as tropical as you're going to get in Canada, right? You know? And like I say, the south end of our island is about 90 miles north of Seattle as the crow flies. So anyway, guys, I'll be listening for you out there in DX land from the Gulf Islands in the North Pacific. And I've managed to pull in quite a few stations today, even though there's not much skip out there. I worked on AM on Channel 11. I worked a bunch of Hawaiian stations, New Zealand, Australia, and then I went up higher, talked to Australia again, and then some more southeastern U.S. stuff. So we were pulling in some stuff with the beam, and I even managed to work a couple of stations on the IMAX 2000. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more videos here from, hey, Kahoo, Banana J. Or not Banana J, that's my other channel. Banana J SSI is my other channel. This is Jungle Joe C. Video Gates. All right, guys, cheers. And I'll be listening for you out there to get you on a gate.